Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, everybody, and thank you for Unscripted Sports Podcast. I'm your moderator, Melanie, and we've got our guys here, Logan Landers.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hate I wouldn't be able to be on the show last week, but I'm back and ready to go. Ready to talk some sports with these guys.
We got Jay McLovin.
Hey, what's up, H-Town? Another funny episode coming your way.
And Big Shaw.
What's up, everybody?
All right, we are glad to have Logan back with us this week. I'm sure you guys know you can always find us on Tuesday and Thursday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's 9 p.m. Saturdays at noon Eastern Time. And you can also find us always on Facebook and on YouTube. You can look us up under Unscripted. And any of these guys' names, Logan Landers, Big Shaw, Jay McLovin, it's easiest to find it under Jay because Logan and Big Shaw have a lot of stuff out there, and you might want to check out their things also. So check out all the stuff these guys are putting out, and we're going to get on with our topics tonight. All right, guys. Doug Peterson fired by Eagles. What's nonsense? Logan, you want to start us out on that one?
Yeah, I'll start this one out. All right, my 3 minutes are up. If you're Carson Wentz, this might be a blessing in disguise, honestly. Fresh start. We know the trials and tribulations he went through this past season. He was pretty hyped up coming into the year. They were hoping the Eagles be his franchise quarterback. He failed miserably. What more can we say, guys? He did not have a good year at all. Led the league in picks, even though he didn't play for the last couple of weeks. Also got sacked the most, I believe. And overall, it was just a forgettable year for Carson. Probably the worst he's ever going to have in his career, honestly. And if I'm him right now, I'm doing a little bit of a dance in the living room knowing that this guy got fired. Because Doug Peterson might be, he's the one that got him benched. He's the one. Look, I know the play wasn't there, but Doug Peterson ultimately made the call to bench him and to put Jalen Hurts in. And we saw how that went. They did a little bit better, but not too much. Didn't light the world on fire like everyone thought it would. But, man, Carson's still in a tough situation. I know everyone's pointing the finger, thinking he might get traded somewhere. He might even get released even, but that's just a lot of money, guys. That he is eating up a lot of cap space because he signed a very lucrative deal just an off season ago. And God, it's looking horrible. That looks like that might go down as one of the worst sports contracts in history if it keeps going the way it is. He still has a little bit of time to turn it around. He is still really young. But as of the time of recording this right now, it's not looking too hot at all. So while the grass might be a little bit greener for Carson right now, a little bit of that Kelly green, I'm still not fully convinced that he's going to remain in Philadelphia this next year. We're going to have to see if he does end up getting traded somewhere, or we're going to have to see, if he's going to stay with the Eagles or if he's going to go to another team. I mean, it's going to be quite interesting, I think he might as well just get a little bit better. He might be better suited off, with a different team. And, we'll have to see, but it's still a question mark in my mind. I'm still not too sure what's going to happen with Carson. I know all the Eagles fans out there that are watching this are probably scratching their heads right now. Probably a little happy that Doug Peterson got fired after the debacle of a game that he called in his career with the Eagles. He got him a Super Bowl, so you can't say he was a total failure there. He got them that Super Bowl a couple seasons ago. But as of after that, he didn't do too much, honestly. So Carson Wentz, not too sure still. Only time will tell, guys. For Doug Peterson, he'll find a place to work. He's going to work somewhere else. That's where everyone's saying he's going to go, and he's going to find another coaching position with another team. It's pretty imminent. But we'll have to see where both these guys end up in about a year or so.
Right. Hey, Big Shaw, what do you think about Carson Wentz? What's going on with him?
Man, basically, the organization, they chose Carson Wentz over the head coach. You know, the coach got a statue outside the stadium, so I mean that tells you a lot. But if I was Carson Wentz, man, I would want to get out. That's what I would do. Or whoever the next coach could be, they could bring him back to the MVP season he had. Because he's not really a bad quarterback at all. He just had a lot of crazy injuries. But with them drafting Jalen Hurts, they drafted him for a reason. So who knows? What's going to happen? To Carson. But if I was him, I would leave and start fresh, start new. Somebody pick up that contract. They could, like I said, he's not a bad quarterback. He just had injuries. That injury wasn't his fault. I think they went after him. So that's just my opinion. But I think he should just go start fresh somewhere else and just let Jalen Hurts have it. But Peterson, he gonna have a job. Patterson, he gonna have a job next week. I'm sure he will. It's not gonna be long for him to get a job. So that's it.
All right, Jay, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I tell you, man, this whole thing is going to depend on what coach they bring in and how that coach feels, number one, about if Carson Wentz is the future of that franchise or if he wants to turn to Jalen Hurts, and see what he's got there. I think everybody kind of knows what you have with Jalen Hurts. I think everybody kind of knows what you have with Carson Wentz. I think it's just going to be who that coach wants to start this team. Most likely, I think it's going to be Carson Wentz. I think he will kind of get the job. But I think if he screws up, and here's the thing. If he screws up, in the back of his mind, is he thinking, well, crap, if I screw up, I got Jalen Hurts coming. It's hard to get rid of those feelings and that confidence once you've lost it. And I think Doug Peterson in all aspects may have ruined Carson Wentz at a confidence standpoint. I think the style of offense that Philly's running, I don't know if Carson Wentz totally fits it. I think they were pretty much running more plays to Jalen Hurts' strengths, and obviously that put Carson Wentz's confidence at an all-time low. Yes, the relationship was fractured with Peterson, but ultimately I think Wentz is fractured himself personally and athletically because of all the things that he's gone through with this regime. So ultimately, it's going to come down to when the coach comes on board, whoever that may be, they're going to like Wentz or they're going to like Jalen Hurts. And I think if they like Jalen Hurts, then possibly they could ship Jalen Wentz. But here's the deal: if they ship Carson Wentz, that's $30 million of dead cap space that this team is going to absorb. So what do you do? Do you take the dead hit and ship him off to somebody else? And hopefully that Jalen Hurts is your guy. And if Jalen Hurts gets hurt or something's bad should happen to him, who's your backup? So I think Philadelphia has a lot of decisions to make. And I really wouldn't want to be that hiring coach coming in to have to make those decisions because ultimately it's going to come down to you when it comes to production. And if they don't produce, it's going to fall everything's going to fall on that new coach's shoulders. And I wouldn't want to have that situation personally. I do like the upside though of Jalen Hurts. So maybe it's not a bad thing. I just think, what do you do with Carson Wentz in that dead cap space? Do you trade him or do you keep it? If you keep him, I think maybe you put him in a backup spot because I really do think that Jalen Hurts is more of his team now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Jay. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens. This is one of the worst head coaching positions you're gonna want to take over right now. This is a dumpster fire at the moment.
Oh yeah.
The record might not show it. It's not like you're going to the Jets where they don't have many wins or the Jaguars. It's a whole different type of fire in this one, man. It's gonna be rough.
All right, guys. Let's see. Rams versus Packers game preview. Shaw, you want to start us out on that one?
Yeah, I'll go first on this one. Oh man, it's gonna be two good cornerbacks in this game. Jalen, I can't think of his name. I just have to hit my tongue yesterday. I was just talking about him. Jalen.
Jared Goff?
No, the cornerback for the Rams.
Oh, Ramsey.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey, and I want to say his name right, Joar Alexander. He is the best cornerback in the NFL, if you ask me. That's my opinion. I think he is a great cornerback. It's going to be a good game, man. Not too many players throw his way. I don't know who's starting the game. I don't know if Jared. I don't know if he's starting the game or the other guy. But whoever it is, do not throw the ball to Alexander because he will pick it off. And it's going to be a good game. I can see Aaron Donald having at least 2 or 3 sacks. He's going to be a fool, man. That man is dangerous. He is my defensive player of the year. I don't care what nobody says about it. That man is a one-man wrecking crew. And with Green Bay, man, it's gonna be a tough game. But Aaron Rodgers gonna have his hands full. But watch out for this matchup: Devontae Adams versus Jalen Ramsey. Watch out for that. That's gonna be a good matchup to see. 2 good quarterbacks going at it. Well, like I said, I don't know who's gonna be the quarterback. But in all, Green Bay will win the game. I think they're going all the way, if you ask me. And Aaron Rodgers is my MVP. But like I said before I go, the matchup to watch is Jalen Ramsey and Devontae Adams. We're going to see how good Devontae Adams really is come Saturday. That's it.
All right, Jay, what do you think about these Rams and Packers?
Yeah, I think the Rams got by Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
But they took some injuries. I mean, Wolford got hurt right at the beginning, and I think Donald had an injury somewhere to his ribs. But clumsily they made it through. Carson Wentz, I think he still has suffering that broken thumb, but they made it through. They made it through Seattle, and they got what they had to get done. But now they're going to the Packers. The Packers don't play. They're not playing around. Their defense ain't playing. Their Rodgers ain't playing. Devontae's not playing. Playing around, and their running back's not playing around. I mean, this team is stacked and ready to go, and they've had rest, and they've had time to think about it, and now they're ready to perform. And I think the Rams are going to need a lot of Donald, and they're going to need a lot of Cam Akers to control this clock and to control that offense. Now, how's and we talked about earlier how in defenses, I think in the Washington game where Chase Young had to put pressure on Brady, and he didn't get that pressure, and Brady picked him apart. Well, I think it's going to be the same way with Aaron Rodgers. If Donald doesn't put that pressure on Aaron Rodgers and keep him scrambling in the pocket, I think it's going to be a long day for these Rams. I think the Goff and Wolford injuries. I think they're plagued at the quarterback position. I don't know how well that's going to stand up. The Packers, man, they're a balanced. They are a balanced breakfast of run, pass, and defense. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of holes in them right now. So yeah, they're going to have to keep the defensive pressure. The Rams are going to have to run the game, and they're going to have to control the clock and control the time of possession. That's going to be paramount, honestly, for those guys. Clock management is going to be paramount. And at the end of the day, I mean, we'll see what they do. But honestly, if I'm looking at this game from from an unbiased perspective, I see the Packers taking this one, and I think the Rams are going to struggle, and that's just because of injury loss. And I just don't know how well they're going to play against this tough Packers defense, and I think they're going to struggle, honestly.
All right, Logan, wrap up this one for us.
Yeah. I'll be the one to wrap things up here. You guys have already mentioned it. It's going to be interesting to see how this game's going to play out. The Rams are a little bit plagued at quarterback at the moment, and they're doing it the worst time possible. They do have the momentum. The Rams do, coming off that win against Seattle. That was a big win for them. They had a lot of, their Wolford got hurt. They had they had Goff come in with that broke thumb or broke hand or whatever, and he did. They did as good as they can. But I'm with you, Shaw. The real star for this Rams team is Jalen Ramsey. He's the motor that keeps that defense running. And if he wants to have, if the Rams want to have a chance to win this game, he's got to have a lights out performance against Devontae Adams, who's the star receiver for the Packers. Now, if you're the Packers, on the other hand, you just got to have a really good game by Aaron Rodgers. That's really about it. I mean, it's hard to ever count that dude out in the playoffs. Let's just be real. Aaron Rodgers is always most of the time he is a clutch performer. He's always going to have a big game. It's hard to stop him through the air. but I'm willing to see how this one's going to go. If I had to pick a team who's going to get the win in this one, I'm going to go with the Packers on this, just based off the fact that the injury bug has unfortunately plagued the LA Rams at the quarterback position, which is the most vital position for your team. Especially now, if you don't have a good quarterback, you're going to be dead in the water. And I think Aaron Rodgers, he is going to have a little bit of trouble with Jalen Ramsey. He's faced a lot of good corners in his league during his time. He's faced a lot of really good, talented guys throughout his tenure of 15 years. And I know that Rodgers has got a game plan against Ramsey. I know the whole Packers offense does. They're going to be running I can see them run a few trick plays, trying to get him a busted coverage or something. That would be, that's probably an ideal situation. So, like I said, all in all, I got the Packers getting the win in this one. The Rams, they shocked me last week. They had a good performance against the Seahawks. I do hope it'll be a close game, though. But I think the Packers will get the edge in this one, and they'll be moving on.
All right. Hey, here we go. Bucks versus Saints preview. Jay, you want to start us out on that one?
Absolutely. This is the third meeting between these guys. This is and let's be honest, it didn't go too well the first two times for the Bucks. They took two hits. The first one was 34-23, and the first game was 38-3, and the second game was 34-23, something to that effect. But they had two games. One was a blowout, and one was a pretty well-handed victory. So these teams have not matched up well. I think New Orleans has owned this team, and they've owned Tom Brady the last two times they met. So, it's going to take a lot, man. Brady went for 381 yards against Washington with 2 touchdowns. He played well. And I think the key to Brady is going to be like everything else. You're going to have to put pressure on him. If you don't put pressure on him, he's going to pick you apart. Roughly, the run game with Kamara, versus Leonard Fournette and Ron Jones is second. Fournette's he's a power guy. Ron Jones a little more elusive. Kamara is he's just a beast all over the place. The guy can catch the ball. He can do all those things. So the real thing is, can Cam Jordan and those linebackers put pressure on Brady? And that's going to be the telltale sign, honestly, because I'll tell you right now, Brady's got a lot of weapons. This man, they didn't have Antonio Brown the last two times I think they met, I don't believe. And that guy's like an X Factor type of guy. Fournette's an X Factor guy. Brown is an X Factor guy. He's got plenty of weapons to throw to. They still got Gronk to throw in the ball to. I mean, this guy's got weapons out the butt. So there's no reason that this man can't pick you apart. If you put pressure on him, then you can control this guy. But if you don't, it's just like Atlanta Falcons. When the Atlanta Falcons put pressure on Brady, they controlled him for the whole half. But they came out that second half, they took that pressure off, and Brady picked him apart. But that's the same thing here. Brady can still throw that ball. He's still got an exceptionally high IQ. And if you don't put pressure on him, it's going to be bad. But with all that being said, I think this is still Bree's year to finish out. And I do think that since they have Michael Thomas back, that Brees has his own amount of weapons to use. And I think this should be a pretty good game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than the last two previous meetings. I think there's a lot on the line. And playoff Brady is a lot different than regular season Brady. And same thing with Brees and Kamara. So I think it's going to be a battle of two really good teams. I think it's going to be the best game of the week, to be honest with you. And I do think the Saints take it at the end.
All right, Logan, Bucks and Saints.
Let's do it. So, guys, we saw last week we had some games played on Nickelodeon. This one should probably be played on the History Channel, just based off the age of these two guys, the quarterback, both in their 40s. And, I'd say they age like fine wine, though, guys.
Yeah, they do.
Because these guys are both Super Bowl champs. Brady's done it time after time after time. Brees has got his one a couple of years ago, about 10 or 12 years ago. And it's going to be this is my game of the weekend, guys. I'm looking forward to this one the most. Just off the quarterback play alone. I mean, look, this is going to be Drew Brees' last season. He already said he's going to be hanging up, it looks like. So he's going to give it all. It don't matter what game he's in, if it's, last week or if it's going to be against these Buccaneers. And he knows coming into this game, he's got to give it his all to get past this Buccaneers defense, man, and to really outpower that offense that we saw that the Bucs can produce week after week. They got, like you said, Jay, they got so many weapons. They got Brown. They got Mike Evans, who had a great game last week, had over 100 yards. They had Fournette. They got Gronk as well, who didn't even do too much. They got so many guys that Brady can just throw to, or that they can just pick you apart. It doesn't matter. They can give it to probably the water boy, and he'll get something out of Tom Brady. But it's going to be interesting to see, because last week we were talking about it, guys. Before the Washington game, we all heard that Chase Young was going to try and get to Brady, and then in total, Brady had 3 sacks on the day. I think the Saints got to get at least 5 if they want to get this win. That's for me. They got to get a lot of pressure on Brady, and they got to get to him, man, because we know his body's a temple, and he ain't going to go down easy. So they got to get to him. They got to get to him early. Now, Drew Brees, he's crumbling a little bit. He's taped up. He's banged up. His ribs are just barely hanging on at this point. Mm-hmm. But I'm ready to see this game. Like I said, this is my game of the week. I'm going to be sitting down to watch this one. And, man, if I had to pick one, I hope it's a close game. I really do. I hope it's a late game in terms of I hope that, the winner gets a score late in the game with like a minute left or something. I want to see a big drive at the end or something like that. But if I had to pick someone, man, if I had to pick a team to get this win, I'll give it to the Buccaneers. I think the Bucs just got a little bit too much star power with them right now. That's no knock on the Saints. They've had a tremendous season. Like you said, they've beaten up on the Bucs before, but this is, like you said earlier, Jay. They didn't play playoff Tom Brady yet. It was a whole nother animal. So I got the Bucs winning this one in a very close game, and we'll have to see though. But that's my final prediction. I got the Bucs. I'll give them a win by a touchdown. I'll give them that. Keep it close.
All right, Sean. What do you think?
Well, I can't give a pick yet because I gotta wait till Friday because I live here, so I gotta be extra careful. But I can give you a review. I think the Saints. Now I'm going to Buccaneers first. The Buccaneers defense don't got nobody to stop Michael Thomas. Even though he sucks, but I don't like him. All he do is run slants. They don't have nobody to stop him. I don't know who's going to stop Alvin Kamara. I don't know who's going to do that. The Saints got weapons too, just like the Buccaneers have. But all is going to come down to is pressure. And the Saints defense, they put pressure on Tom Brady every time they played him. Cameron Jordan had a field day. He's going to have it again. But like I said, I'm not going to pick yet. But they're going to blitz him. But you can blitz Tom Brady all you want. I've seen games to where people blitz Tom Brady, and he still killed him. So, I mean, you can throw everything you want at Brady, but Brady will fall before you hit him. I promise you that. He will fall on that turf before you kill him. But playoff Brady is dangerous. I don't think the Saints seen that yet. Playoff Brady is very dangerous. Antonio Brown, whatever his name is, he's hot trash. I don't like him. I hope the Saints is knocking his head off when they play Saturday.
All right, guys, I got the board.
When they play Saturday, I hope they knock his head off. I can't stand the guy. I don't see how Tom Brady stands him, and they don't have a running game. Now, but I will say this though. I say the player to watch for from the Buccaneers is Antonio. His dad played Winfield Jr.
Watch out. Antoine Winfield?
Yeah. Watch out for Antoine Winfield Jr. Watch out for him. He's a pretty good player. I had him for my rookie of the year, but I think that's going to somebody else. I don't think it's going to him. But, keep your eyes on him. Devin White, he's a good linebacker from LSU. I hate saying that, but he is good. But all in all, it's going to be a good game because this is playoff Brady. This is a different monster. It's a different beast. I try to tell the Saints fans, but they don't want to listen. They're hard-headed. They think that they're going to kill Tom Brady. But I've said, have you ever seen playoff Tom Brady? If you haven't, it's going to be exciting to see. We got 2 legends playing Saturday. One's leaving. I think Tom Brady going to play 10 more years. It's gonna be a good game, but I can't pick. I'm scared to pick. I'm gonna leave this game alone. I don't think I'm gonna pick. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I like it, Shaw. Safety first, buddy. Be safe out there in Louisiana.
Neutral territory.
There you go.
All right, let's see. Bills versus Ravens. Game preview. Logan, you want to start us out for that one?
Mm-hmm. Well, like Shaw's been saying, like he just said in his previous statement, I'm trying to be a little bit safe here. I don't want Bills Mafia to come powerbomb me through a table or anything. But, man, this game's going to be good. This is going to be good. You got two of the youngest up and starting quarterbacks right now in football. Lamar Jackson broke the curse. He got his first playoff win last week. Happy for him. You got Josh Allen, who's in those MVP talks earlier in the year. He still had a great season for the Bills. But, man, I'm ready for this one. I'm ready for this game here. Whew. If I had to go with one, man, this one's tough because both these teams are pretty even, honestly. It's just they're so diverse in the way that they play the game, too. They're different, too. They're even, but they're different at the same time. You know, the Ravens, they got Lamar, who's going to be able, to throw the ball a good bit or run it, whichever he pleases. You got Josh Allen, too, who's primarily more of a throwing quarterback, but he can run, too. Let's not forget that. He's got some wheels on him. Man, I think this needs to be a defensive type of game for me. Whichever defense steps up in this one will get the win. And if I had to go with the defense that I wanted here, man, I'll go with Buffalo with this one. I'll go with the Buffalo defense. They got a lot of good pieces over there. They got a lot of good corners. They got to be able to contain the Ravens offense, man. You got to stop the running game, too. It's going to be interesting, though. It's going to be a checkers. Checkers and chess, man. They're going to be playing some chess. This is some good – there needs to be some good head coaching going on here. And, man, if I had to go with one, if I had to get my pick here, I'm going to stay safe, guys. I'm going to get myself solo layout here for all the Bills fans out there and Bills Mafia. I'm with you guys. Y'all are going to be moving on. One more time. Y'all are getting another win, and y'all are moving on to the playoffs. So don't be coming at me with your flaming tables. I can prepare myself for that now. Don't worry. I can watch some wrestling. We're good. But I'm going to stick with y'all. Bills Mafia getting the win in this one. I'll keep it close. And, Bills getting the win in this one. That's my final pick.
All right, Shaw, what you got on this one with the Bills and Ravens?
Oh, man. Well, Lamar Jackson, he grew up in Florida. So he never played in snow until he was in Louisville. So that has a lot to do with this game. I think they said it's going to be snowing. So that's going to, play a factor, and if you've never been to Buffalo in the cold, I mean, it's bad, man. It's going to be crazy cold. And I can pick for this game because I feel safe. The Ravens is not going to win in Buffalo because it's going to be a hostile environment. Yes, they let the fans in the stadium. It's going to be very hostile. Bill Mafia will be unleashed because they're not going to come get me and body slam me through a chair or a table or anything. Because Josh Allen even said it, the quarterback. He will go through a table if they win. So they're going to hold him to his word. Buffalo will win this game. But I will say congratulations to Lamar Jackson. He got the monkey off his back. So now all he has to do is win a Super Bowl. But it's not going to be this year. It's not going to be this year. I got a feeling Buffalo, they're going to advance. But it's going to be a defensive game. But if Josh, you got two quarterbacks that can't throw. They're not accurate. I don't know where he was getting that Josh Allen is accurate. He has some throws that he threw pretty, but he's not accurate, just like Lamar Jackson. But again, if you want to beat, here it goes. If you want to beat the Ravens, this is what you got to do. Make Lamar Jackson beat you with his arm. Let him beat you with his arm. Let it down now. Now, if you be stupid and not do that, you let him run. He will beat you with his legs. That's what he will do. And Hollywood Brown, he's doing pretty good. And Marlon Humphreys, the Alabama guy. If I was Josh Allen, if they want to win, don't throw the ball his direction. But if you do, that's on you. But Buffalo, they also have a good free safety back there. I can't think of his name. And they also got a good cornerback, too. He's from LSU. So his weapons, they were all over that field. But if I was the Buffalo Bills, if I want to win this game, you're going to have to put your foot on their neck and keep the pressure on them because the Ravens, they can get hot at any minute. So I'm going with Buffalo in this game because I'm scared of Bills Mafia. And it gets cold up there in Buffalo, New York. If you never went, it gets real, real, real cold. So Lamar Jackson, I'm sorry, but you are the weakest link, sir. Y'all will lose. Y'all will lose.
All right, Jay, close this one out for us with the Bills and Ravens.
Ravens and the Bills. You know, it's going to take a heavy dose of Lamar because let's be honest, Lamar is pretty much their run and their pass.
Mm-hmm.
He leads in both categories. He's a leading rusher for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, what are you going to say? You know, it's going to, and then on the other side from the Bills, it's going to take a heavy dose of Diggs and it's going to take a heavy dose of Beasley as well. I mean, so like I think like what's been said already, the Bills are very balanced, whereas the Ravens were a very one-dimensional team. And just like Big Shaw said, the boys from Florida, and they don't play so well in the cold weather. So, you know, I don't know. You know, Moss and Singletary, if you look at their last game, they combined for 42 yards. 42 yards against the Colts. So I don't know, man. They didn't really do well there. The Bills defense, you know, they have to contain Jackson. That's paramount. Like you said, they have to contain Jackson and basically force him to throw the ball, which, you know, he doesn't really like to do. He's more of a scrambler. He likes to get a little easy yards, but that's not going to get it done against these Bills. He's going to have to throw the ball, and it's going to come down to how effective will he be. You know, both quarterbacks in the wild card games have led their teams in rushing. So what does that tell you? If they both lead their teams in rushing, then you know obviously it's going to make for a very more more of a passing game for the Bills. Whereas the Ravens are going to have to run. They're just got to run. And when they do pass, they're going to have to be very efficient with it because it's not going to take much for the Bills to close that down. But that's at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm looking at the Bills. I think the Ravens are going to fall just because of like what Shaw said with the one-sidedness of it. If you can shut down Lamar Jackson, you shut down the Ravens, and that's never a good recipe for anything. And I'm sorry, Lamar, but you got to go another year, man, without getting past the wild card round. And it's going to be Bills in the divisionals and Bills moving on, possibly to even the conference against Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, guys. Up next, Browns versus Chiefs game preview. Let's see. Who wants to take that one? Shaw, you want it. That's your guys.
Oh, that's Shaw's team.
Well,
all right, let's go, Shaw.
You see what time they got us playing. They got us playing 3:05. So that means it's going to be 2:05 here. That means they don't want to see us on prime time because we're going to get whooped. I hate to say it. We're going to get our butts. We're going to get our butts handed to us on a silver platter. I don't care what nobody says. You can't change my mind. You got a lot of people that they know sports and all that good stuff. Come on, you got to be honest. They're going to beat the living mess out of us. They're going to – we don't have nobody to stop that cheetah they got, that good tight end. They got wide receivers all over the place. They got a good running back. Well, they got two good running backs. One's a bum. He's trash. You know who I'm talking about. McCoy. Edwards Laird, he's good. He's very good. That defense, Tyrann Mathieu, he's dangerous. It's just it happens all over the field. Patrick Mahomes, no, it's Patrick Showtime Mahomes. All Cleveland gonna do is go get some of that barbecue and just say forget it. You know, we're gonna forfeit the game. We're gonna get our butts whooped. We're gonna get hammered. We're gonna get slapped around like a redheaded stepchild because we just suck. And look, Don't even watch the game. I doubt it. I'm gonna watch this. It's gonna be nasty. I can see the Chiefs putting up 40 points on this team, but we can't say the Browns were horrible. They made it. They got the monkey off their back, but the buck will stop here in Kansas City. We're going down. We're about to get whooped. I mean whooped. But that's it. We're gonna get spanked. There's nothing you can say. We're gonna get whooped. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I know what's gonna happen.
All right, Logan, you want to take over on this one?
Of course. Yeah, Shaw, I'm with you. The Cinderella story of Cleveland is going to end here. It's over, man. They got their victory last week. That's all that I think. I know you were looking forward to. They got their win. They were able to break that curse of forever ago, and I was happy for them to get that win, man. They pulled through it, even without their head coach being there. He was watching at home. And I was impressed by their performance, but they're facing the Kansas City Chiefs, the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes, who is I think this guy he's pretty good. He's a little impressive. Nothing too big though. You know, not like he's got the Super Bowl MVP. All you know, and he's one of the youngest quarterbacks still in the league, and he's only going to get better. They got Andy Reid, who's one of the most seasoned head coaches right now. He's been to multiple Super Bowls, got his first one last year as well. Man, like you said, I think Tyreek Hill's going to have a great game. I think he's going to eat the Browns alive, man. I really do. He's got too much speed. He's one of the best wide receivers in football. Just with his cheetah speed alone, like we all say on here. And I just think that Chiefs offense is way too potent right now. We were talking about the Bucs and how they have a really good offense. I think the Chiefs is the most put together, though, in terms of they've been doing this for a while. They got Travis Kelce. Let's not forget who we talked about a couple weeks ago. And he's one of the most dominant tight ends in the moment. And, you know, in the game, he's the best one, in my opinion, right now. And, you know, he's looking like if all things keep going well, he's going to be a Hall of Famer, along with Mahomes. And, you know, hey, if Tyreek Hill starts, you know, if he's doing what he's doing, he's going to be up there as well. So they got a lot of weapons, though. It's scary. I mean, they only lost one game the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
They only lost one game the whole season. They were the best team in football and most dominant, too. They were absolutely tremendous. But, hey, no discredit to the Browns, though. Y'all had a fantastic year. Baker Mayfield is, you know, he's shown up finally. He proved a lot of doubters wrong. He got Cleveland their first win. And I do think he is the quarterback for the Browns, you know, for the next couple of years, man. Because I know we all know about the quarterback carousel in Cleveland that was going on for 20-some-odd years. And y'all finally got a good one now. And I just think that the Browns are missing a couple of pieces. If they had Odell back in the lineup, I think that would have helped them a lot. That would have helped with the different type of coverages. The Chiefs defense would have pulled out. But with Odell out, and it's just Jarvis Landry, who's their only kind of real target, you know, that might burn them a good bit. I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this one. And, hey, Browns had a great season, though, but Chiefs got too much power.
Mm.
All right, Jay.
So, yeah, you know, there's a lot of reasons to see how Kansas City would be able to whoop the crap out of the Browns. But, I love these Browns, man. You know, for a long time, they've been crap. But these Browns are for real. Like, they're for real. They're a for real team, and they are definitely getting better as the years go by. You know, Mayfield against the Steelers defense, when Steelers had like I said, the Steelers, they kind of caught the Steelers at a weird point. The Steelers came out hot and heavy in the beginning, and then they just kind of faded down. And, and Mayfield was able to go off for 263 yards, then 3 touchdowns. You know, and that's quite impressive going up against these Pittsburgh Steelers, you know. Nick Chubb for the Browns, they've got if the Browns want to have a say in this game, they've got to get Nick Chubb going early. They got to get Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb going, and they got to get them going early if they want to have a chance. Garrett and Claiborne, they're gonna have to pressure Mahomes. Garrett, hey man, you got all that money, brother. It's time to put up or shut up. But yeah, Myles Garrett. Hey, you have to bring yours. So is Claiborne. You gonna have to bring yours too, baby. I don't know. Can they contain Tyreek Hill? Can they, Travis Kelce? Probably not. I don't think they have enough. Edward Hilaire. My goodness, man. It's crazy. I will say this though. Cleveland gave up 52 yards rushing on Pittsburgh. So they were able to stop the run. They were able to stop Connor. They were able to do the right things. But the problem is they gave up 500 yards in the air. Now, granted, they gave up 4 touchdowns, but they also had 4 picks. So I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, I think what's going to happen is I think Cleveland will be able to manage the run, but I think that air attack, yeah, you heard me. What I just say to you? You look like I'm crazy, man. You look like I'm crazy. They did stop Pittsburgh. It can be done.
Pittsburgh don't got nobody. Who Pittsburgh got?
It can be done, Big Shaw. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I mean, he's all right. Le'Veon Bell, I don't know.
No, Edwards-Helaire is good. He is good.
Hey, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not trying to put no salt on him. I'm telling you right now, I already told you the Chiefs are going to win this game. But I do expect a good effort from the Browns. I really do. I think they're going to put up a good effort. I think they're going to shock some people. I think Cleveland Browns are going to shock some people. And when they do, somebody going to owe me some apologies on this damn show. For real. Hey, look, but in all honesty, man, I do see the Chiefs advancing from here. They just have too much, and Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill is just like Tyreek Hill. He's like Usain Bolt or whatever that guy is. It's ridiculous how fast that guy is. So yeah, it's gonna be Chiefs and it's gonna be the Bills going at it for the AFC Championship.
All right, Jay, talk.
All right, guys. I think we're down to our quick topic.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is Dan Quinn the right fit for defensive coordinator for the Cowboys? Let's see, Shaw. What do you say?
I don't know. I hate Dallas. It's nothing positive. It's nothing positive that I can say. But why would you want to go hire Dan Quinn? Did Dan Quinn? Hold on. Did Atlanta beat Dallas in Dallas? Or Dallas
beat Quinn's team, but they got to buy one possession.
No, I don't like it. I don't even like Dallas. I don't even know who put this up. It's nothing positive I can say about Dallas. I wouldn't. You couldn't pay me $1 billion to say anything positive about the Dallas Cowboys. Somebody got mad at me today because I don't say nothing positive about college teams and these players. I don't want to get upset, but I'm just saying, hey, if I don't like a certain team, that's the bottom line. I don't like a certain team. I don't like the players. It's just like LSU. You're not going to hear the LSU fans talking about, last night. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's like saying Georgia. That's like saying Georgia is good. That's like saying Florida. No, I don't like LSU. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like the Saints. I'm just putting it out there. If anybody got something to say, I can come on the podcast and debate it. I don't gotta like players. I don't gotta like the team. I roll with Alabama because I'm tired. That's who I roll with. I don't like nobody else. You just like somebody gonna say, well, Jamar, I can't think about that dude from LSU that opt out. They said that he's better than Devontae Smith. I said, how?
Yeah, that's a little me. Yeah, I feel you.
Told me how he's better than Devontae Smith.
But you like the Cleveland Browns.
I love the Cleveland
Browns.
I love the Cleveland Browns. But I'm just, I don't like that. He shouldn't even went to Dallas. Dallas is hot trash. Everything in Dallas is trash. I hate Dallas. I'm sorry. But now look, I want to say this about Texas. They got some good barbecue in Texas. So that's one thing that's positive about Texas. Great barbecue. But the Cowboys stink. They trash. The stadium is trash. The Texans is trash. The Rockets is trash. The Astros is trash. Everything on the field. The Spurs is even trash. Trash.
We have 6.
All over the field. How about the
No, that's
Cowboys?
10.
Dan Quinn. He better than that. If I was Dan Quinn, he should win the Seattle. The offensive coordinator. He should win the Seattle. Yeah, that's what he should win.
That's
the bottom line because Big Sean said
that's the bottom line right there. Dallas is no good.
Now you racked up 10.
Wow.
On your trash meter. Look here.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I knew Dallas could pull it out of you.
Wow.
I knew the Cowboys could pull it out of you.
Yeah, the Cowboys, man, that's a horrible team. Horrible.
My hometown. All right. Logan, what do you got for Dan Quinn?
I got mixed feelings about Dan Quinn. He was the head coach of the Falcons, and he sucked. He sucked. He got fired. He got kicked out. He should have been. He should have been here this year. But I will say this, though. I am glad he's going back to defensive coordinator and not a head coach. We saw what he did in Seattle 10 years ago with that Seahawks defense. He was the head of that. But is it still there? Can he have that spark for the Cowboys? I'm not sure. Cowboys need a little bit of help on defense. Let's just be honest here. They need some help. Is Dan Quinn the one to turn around? Time will tell. Just my initial reaction to this hiring, I was just first off, I was glad he was out of Atlanta, although, months ago. I knew he'd get picked up somewhere. I didn't expect the Cowboys to get him, but here he is. And just final thought on this. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, he is the right fit for the Cowboys. We'll give him that.
All right, Jay, we're going to let you do the final thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I'm not so on Dan Quinn either for the Cowboys, and I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm not so completely on him either. I didn't like him in Atlanta, and I sure as hell don't like him now. I tell you who I do like for the defensive coordinating job, I will tell you that, is I like Leslie Frazier from Buffalo, and I like John Butler from Pittsburgh. I like their defense. Both of those two guys and their defenses gave up 290 yards total. They averaged 290 yards total per game. Now, I'll take those yards every day of the week. That's a hell of a fine defense. So, yeah, you give me Leslie Frazier or John Butler, and we are good to go. But don't give me no dang sorry trash bum like Dan Quinn. That's a bum. He a bum. But give me Leslie Frazier from Buffalo or give me John Butler from Pittsburgh. Oh, we're rolling. In 1 or 2 years, our defense will be on point. That's all I got to say about that.
Oh, man.
All right. Yes, that's the end of our show for tonight. We're so glad you joined in with us, and thanks for watching. We are now brought to you by the Northeast Network. Make sure just on Facebook and YouTube to find us on YouTube. Look for it under any of these guys' names. Easy to find under Jay McLovin. And our show is on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 9 Eastern Standard and noon on Saturdays. Y'all have a great night.
You're listening to Unscripted on Northeast Streaming Sports.